Alright, hey everybody, my name's Steve. I finished up some stuff that I had done on my M4 assault rifle, which is a .223 caliber, and I recently just purchased a new toy. It is a a Mossberg 12 gauge 500 shotgun, pump action shotgun. So really good gun. So we're gonna go over a couple of things of what I have done here and everything. So right quick, we're going to start with the shotgun. As I said, this is a Mossberg 12 gauge 500 shotgun. It is a pump action shotgun. You can see the pump right here, and my chamber actually holds 7 rounds in the magazine, and then I added this nifty little contraption up here on the side right here. It holds 6 additional rounds, so all in all on my shotgun I have 13 rounds. You can see I've got like the heat shield on it right here. I went with an aftermarket stock on it because I like the rifle stock. I really do. You can see I've got like a 1-inch thick rubber here. You can see where the line is right here. The 1-inch thick rubber. It's really good and stuff like that. But it originally came with a pistol grip on it, and the pistol grip actually sat on it just like that right there. But I like the rifle stock a little bit better. I was trying to find one that folded, but the place that I buy all my stuff at, they were on back order, so I had to go with a rifle stock a little better. So I like it a little better anyway. So this is a 12 gauge shotgun. Right now, this is buckshot. This is what I have in here. It's buckshot. So here's all my shells right here that I pulled out of it. These are actually federal rounds and everything. It's triple-aught buck. It is 2 3/4 inches, 70 millimeter. So for home defense, buckshot will still go through walls and stuff like that. But for home defense, it's buckshot is really good for home defense and stuff like that. So. Anyway, that's the shotgun. I'm gonna pull the shotgun out of the way here and set it on the ground, and I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about my my 223. If you saw my previous video, we talked about a lot of things that I had done. Like I had put on the aftermarket stock here. So it's adjustable. It moves back and forth. I also went with a little flip-up sight, and you hear the snap on it just like that. So I went with a little flip-up sight. The only thing that I have left to get for it is actually the scope that I'm going to set up here, and it's actually going to have the laser built into the scope, so it actually will not project the laser onto somebody. It'll be in the scope, and it has like 4 different settings in red and 4 different settings in green. So we also talked about the aftermarket trigger guard here, along with the aftermarket handle and my bolt lever right here. And so here's some of the new additions that I've added onto it. Right here is this bracket right here. It's for the flashlight mount. This flashlight right here is 120 aluminum LED flashlight. It's extremely bright. So the way that I have it set up is that when I'm holding this handle, I can bring my thumb up right here and actually spotlight into the room. Like you can see the light right there. Boom. It's like super bright. Or I can just turn it on with a twist of the handle like that and just leave it on. But I like to have it turned down to where I can spotlight into the room, so it doesn't necessarily give my position away of where I'm at in the room. It just shows that I'm in there. So flashlight was about $115. It's a fairly expensive flashlight, but it's really good though. The bracket for this, I believe it was like $40 for the mounting bracket, but it's a total swivel bracket, so I can actually take the flashlight and on the bracket and adjust it upward or downward, and I can move it anywhere on the tactical rail. That's why there's these notches on the tactical rail. This screw that you see up in here, right here, it has the bolt that goes down, and on the lip here, you can actually see back in here, it actually has a lip in the shape of a pyramid. So the teeth on the back side of this bracket actually lock onto this lip on top and bottom, and the bolt slips right in between those notches. So really good flashlight. I think the battery life on this flashlight is I can leave it on straight for 9 hours. It doesn't take a normal size battery like a AA or AAA. It takes like a much smaller battery. I mean, I think they're like $5 or $6 a piece for the batteries, but a really, really good add-on that you can put onto a 223, M4 or an AR-15, whatever you want to call it. So one of the other pieces that I added on was my bipod system. I love my bipod system. It's totally adjustable. You can see how the feet have these notches in it right here. So by pushing this button right here, I can adjust the feet. I can move them upward, or I can pull them out all the way. And the way that I had to actually do this with the feet was I had them folding backwards towards the gun, but I was having an issue with where I wanted my flashlight, so I had to turn the bipod around so it folds outward towards the barrel now. So I mean, it does make a difference. There's only so much room on the tactical rail that I can put this stuff on with. They actually make an extension tactical rail that I found at Shooter's Den. It's like a $300 tactical rail, but it has the four sides like this one does right here, but it has an extra rail like you see the one here on the top. It actually comes out this way, out towards the barrel, so if you wanted to put a bipod or a flashlight out here, you could and stuff. So that was one of the things about it. All in all, I mean, by the time I'm done with this, my AR-15 is going to be worth about $3,000 by the time I'm done with it. I just have to get that scope put onto the top right here and stuff like that. So, but you know, besides that, it's a great gun. I'm going to go through this briefly. Right now, what I have in here is that these right here are hollow points for the AR-15. These will blow a hole in you the size of a freaking watermelon. You can see the red tip on them. That means they're hollow point and stuff. This is a 30-round mag. The ARs, or the AR rounds, the 223 rounds, come in a box of 20. So, yeah, you got to use one box and then a half a box. But, you know, I have an extra mag here. This one's empty because the only one I need is my hollow points. On the Glock here, this is the Glock 21 45 cal model. It's made in Austria. Phenomenal handgun. Now, if you look at it, you see there are no scratches on this gun anywhere. I mean, this gun is in mint condition and stuff. So, I mean, even if we were to like flip it over here, I mean, no scratches. I mean, it's just shiny as can be. With the tritium night sights on it and everything. I mean, just a beautiful, beautiful handgun. One of the best that Glock makes. And so, got the magazine for it. It is a 13-round magazine. You can see it. Let me focus on it right here. It goes all the way up to 13 right there. You can see it right there, 13. Alright, so you can have a total, like if you want 14 rounds in the 14 rounds, you can do that. You can have 13 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber. Phenomenal gun. Next is what I'm going to do is I'm going to release the slide on this right here. Okay, but it's not loaded, so we're going to pull the trigger so we disarm it and stuff. Next up is the Blackhawk holster. One of the best holsters out here on the market. A lot of people ask, you know, like, well, is this a good holster? Well, absolutely. Because what happens is this button right here, you see, like I can push it inward. When the Glock is locked into the holster, it locks up around the actual trigger right here. Alright, so you can sit there and try and pull on the gun all you want. It's not going to come out because you have to push this button in right here. And it comes in. This is actually a left-handed holster because I am left-handed. So here's the right-handed holster. So if you are right-handed, you know, it'll basically just sit on your hip just like this right here. Alright, and we'll push the button and you can see it actually release on the inside right there. Okay, but there's two ways you can do it. You can go with a belt setup, or you can go with a paddle setup. I prefer the paddle. That's what I always use. I hate having to put it through my belt. I like being able to take it off when I get home and stuff. So, but what it is, like if we were to turn this upside down and then take the paddle and then put it on there, all right, it's totally adjustable as far as the screw. So you can turn it this way, you can turn it back this way, you can have it sitting straight and stuff. So just kind of a little bit of information of what I've done so far. So let me know what you think. Thanks.